Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where every roster cut whispers the future and every injury hides a new chapter of the rebuild. Have you ever had that feeling that something huge is about to happen, but no one's paying attention? That's exactly what's happening right now. While everyone is distracted by the new uniforms, we're about to witness a backstage implosion in Washington. And the clock is ticking. Hit the like button, subscribe to Commanders Fan News Today, and turn on notifications because you're about to discover the truth behind the curtain. Our roster might look complete, but behind the smiling interviews, the offensive line has become a minefield. And there's something Dan Quinn isn't telling us. Why does he avoid giving return dates for Sam Cosmi? Why did Peters bring in Herbig so quickly after the injury? That's not random. That's damage control. Cosmi was the heart of the O-line during that magical playoff run. And now he's disappeared into medical protocols and vague pressers. Quinn talks about healthy competition between Connerly and Herbig, but let's be honest, it's fear. Fear that Cosmi won't come back the same. Fear that he's the first domino to fall. But Cosmi is just the beginning. There are 5 names on the chopping block, and one of them is a Pro Bowler Peters has already hinted won't be part of the future. Want to know who? Stick around, because there's a 6th hidden name tied directly to the Deebo Samuel plan. And that changes everything. Noah Igbinoghene, the former first-round pick from the Dolphins who found new life in Washington. Solid, yes. Spectacular? No. And now, with Lattimore, Jonathan Jones, and rookie Trey Amos in the mix, Igbinoghene has to prove he's more than a zone defender. He has to be a tactical weapon, a special teams ace, a versatile piece. Or he's just another inevitable cut. Percy Butler. Remember when everyone thought he was gone? He survived. Not because of stats, but because of growth. The staff sees leadership, progress, effort. But is that enough when Will Harris walks in with full confidence from Quinn? This battle isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's Butler's last shot to become a pillar instead of a shadow. Then there's Noah Brown, the unlikely veteran, the silent hero of clutch moments. But now, 29 years old, 2 surgeries, missing practices, and brutal competition, Jaden Lane, Luke McCaffrey, and Deebo. Peters isn't asking if Brown has talent. He's asking if he has time. Speaking of time, Brian Robinson Jr. is racing the clock. His stats? Consistent, but below franchise RB standards. And in today's NFL, consistency doesn't guarantee a future. He knows it. Kingsbury knows it. Peters knows it even more. That's why this season is Robinson's ultimatum. Either explode or fade away. Now, pay attention because here comes the bomb. Deebo Samuel. Arrived doubted. Disbelieved. And maybe that's exactly why he's hungrier than ever. A $23 million contract. A history of injuries and friction. But also an elite talent and versatility that could flip Kingsbury's system upside down. Slot, jet sweeps, screens, short routes, deep shots. With a healthy Samuel, Daniels becomes dynamic. And if it works, Deebo might re-sign for less than he earns today and build here the legacy San Francisco refused to. But if it doesn't work, Peters moves on with minimal cost and a loud message. No one is bigger than the project. Here's the detail nobody saw coming. The 6th cut candidate is directly linked to Samuel. Why? Hidden salary. Yep. A clause is in play that, if triggered, reshapes the cap space and could put Daniels' 2026 contract at risk. Do you get what this means? The franchise's future is being written in silence. And if you're not paying attention, when the explosion hits, it'll be too late. If you love the Commanders and want to stay one step ahead, smash the like button, subscribe to Commanders Fan News Today, and turn on that notification bell. Because here, every rumor becomes a revolution, and every cut could rewrite history. Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where every backstage whisper speaks louder than a press conference. And if you thought the O-line, contracts, and internal battles were explosive, wait until you see what's unfolding behind Jaden Daniels. Yes, our quarterback. The chosen one. The face of the rebuild. He might be more vulnerable than ever, and not because of defensive pressure, but because of internal decisions no one wants to talk about publicly. Peters bet everything on a structured contract with performance clauses, future incentives, and renegotiation flexibility. But with uncertainty around Cosme, potential vet departures, and names like Deebo Samuel and Will Harris joining, the salary cap is on the verge of collapse. And who could pay the price for this poorly balanced equation? Daniels. Yes. The risk of not having cap space to extend Daniels' contract on time already haunts some in the front office who prefer to kick the can down the road. But as fans, as believers in this team, we can't pretend this isn't happening. That's why the hidden sixth player on the cut list matters so much. It's not just about talent. It's about cap relief. It's about making sure our franchise cornerstone stays protected. No stress, no blocks, no risk of becoming just another mismanaged star. And if there's one thing Adam Peters made clear, this rebuild has a timeline, a vision, and no more room for excuses. He brought in hungry players, short contracts, and personal challenges. He built an internal battlefield where only the sharpest survive. But this method, bold as it is, comes at a price. And the bill is coming due. Cosme, Igbeneghin, Butler, Brown, Robinson, Samuel, and the name we still can't reveal, they're all pieces on the board. But the king is Daniels. Losing that piece, even just in terms of trust or institutional support, would end the game before it begins. Want to know what really separates a rebuilding team from a rising dynasty? Clarity, courage, and unpopular decisions. Peters has shown he won't hesitate. That's why the next few weeks are crucial. Every practice a proving ground. Every statement a clue. Every cut a soul of this franchise being tested. Commanders fan news today. If you've made it this far, it's because you feel what's at stake. So let me ask you, do you believe Cosme is still part of this future? Should Butler and Robinson get one more chance? And Deebo, does he deserve a new contract? This isn't just news. It's resistance. It's passion. It's Washington trying to be great again, one bold choice at a time. Commanders fan news today, the channel where every fan is a voice in the trenches of the rebuild. And today, I don't speak as an analyst. I speak as someone who feels, who lives, who believes, even when everything seems to collapse. Because what's happening behind the scenes in Washington keeps me up at night. It hurts to see Sam Cosme fade into the silence of medical updates while the front office repeats empty phrases. He wasn't just another guy. He was Daniel's shield. He was proof our line could protect a future we've never had. And now they talk about competition. But what kind of competition is it when what's truly at stake isn't a roster spot? It's the soul of this franchise. Seeing Igbeneghin on the edge, Butler fighting invisibility, Brown carrying a battered body, Robinson judged by numbers over context. This isn't just football. This is destiny unfolding. And what breaks me most? Knowing Jaden Daniels, the one giving us real hope, could be affected by all of this. Not by enemy blitzes, but by a crumbling foundation. By cap politics. By quiet decisions no one dares to expose. Then comes Deebo Samuel. Oh, Deebo arrived surrounded by doubt, criticism, and maybe that's what transformed him. Because now, seeing how he runs, how he screams, how he trains, I see a warrior, a gladiator ready to silence the world. And if he wins here, Washington will explode, reborn, proving we're a place of redemption, not ruins. But time is not on our side. And as a fan, I'm tired of seeing potential turn to dust. I'm tired of waiting for next year. The time is now. Decisions must be brave, firm, and human. Behind every cap number is a story. Behind every cut, a forever decision. Commanders fan news today, the voice that won't stay silent when the future is on the line. If you feel this too, like this video, subscribe, turn on the bell, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Which of these players would you keep at all costs? And who would you let go? Because here, the stands aren't just spectators. They're awareness. They're shields. They're resistance. Washington will not fall without a fight. And if it's up to us, the real fans, this rebuild will become a revolution. Commanders fan news today, the channel where every fan's roar becomes a headline, and emotion is the compass of the rebuild. And today, as a fan, I refuse to stay quiet. Because what's coming could change everything. This isn't exaggeration. This isn't fan drama. It's truth. We're walking a razor's edge. We have a visionary GM in Adam Peters. a disciplinarian coach in Dan Quinn, a franchise QB forging his own legend in Jaden Daniels. We have pieces. We have soul. But do we have time? Because every decision now carries the weight of legacy. Cutting Noah Brown may seem simple, but it's giving up a third-down warrior. Letting Igbinogin go may seem logical, but it buries a redemption arc. Moving on from Butler may seem technical, but it ignores the silent rise of someone who never gave up. And if Cosme goes, even gradually, we're ripping out the heart of the line that once held Daniels upright. This rebuild isn't a stat puzzle. It's a mosaic of soul. And every time we lose a piece that carries emotion, identity, sacrifice, we risk becoming just another broken project. But there's hope. That hope is named Deebo Samuel. And no, he didn't come just to play. He came to challenge, to fire up the locker room, to show that belief in yourself can rewrite any story, no matter how many teams gave up on you. Deebo is no accident. He mirrors this new era. Intense, misunderstood, unstoppable, but above all hungry. And that's what I want to see in every single player. That's what Daniels needs around him. People who fight, who roar, who bite every snap. If we lose that, if we trade that fire for spreadsheet decisions, we return to darkness. And I can't bear that darkness anymore. So, as a fan, I choose to feel. I choose to believe. I choose to scream, even if no one's listening. Commanders fan news today, because if there's one thing this fan base never did, it's give up. If you feel the same, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone who still doubts that the heart of this franchise is beating louder than ever. Because this isn't just football. It's mission. It's redemption. It's blood, sweat, and burgundy and gold till the end. We will fight. We will rise. We will make history. Commanders fan news today, the channel where the fan speaks louder than logic, and every heartbeat is part of the rebuild. And if you made it this far, it's because you feel what I feel. Because you, like me, know this franchise isn't just changing. It's fighting for identity. I've seen this team be a joke. I've seen seasons die before October. I've seen legends wasted, promises forgotten, coaches unravel. But this time, it's different. For the first time in ages, we have a real chance. A clear vision. A path. But this path won't be easy. Because building from scratch takes more than talent. It takes courage. And courage means choosing who stays, who goes, and what truly matters. Maybe cutting Cosme is inevitable. Maybe Butler won't evolve enough. Maybe Robinson isn't the future at RB. And maybe Deebo Samuel is the spark we've been missing. But one thing's for sure, this team is finally fighting with purpose. It's not about contracts anymore. It's about legacy. About building something bigger than temporary wins. It's about turning FedEx Field into a true fortress. It's about making every kid in Burgundy and Gold feel part of something epic. And that's worth every tear, every critique, every doubt thrown at us. Commanders fan news today. If you believe that you can't build a dynasty without soul, blood, and truth, then this is your place. Leave a like, hit the bell, subscribe, and drop a comment. Who do you think is the true symbol of this new era? Because this story is still being written. And when it's told in the future, I want to say we were there. From start to climax. From doubt to glory. With hearts wide open and fists clenched. Stay strong, Commanders.